Pierce, traffic, Cardinal 34727 departing 35 straight out, Pierce County.
Okay.
Pierce, yeah, traffic, Cessna 29 Lima, turning left downwind, 35, Pierce. Pierce traffic, square 1294 Foxtrot, left base, 35, Pierce.
Okay. Any questions?
No, I should have made you grab your foggles, but you got them handy.
Here, right here.
Okay, go ahead and take off.
Okay, here we go, take off. Airspeed alive. Okay, rotate. How does the mountain look?
Completely covered by clouds.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
A0342, runway 35, northeast departure. Northwest. Ren Tower, Skycatcher, 5213 uniform, holding short, runway 34, number 1. Set 5213 uniform, Ren Tower, hold short. Holding short, runway 34, 5213 uniform.
Renton Tower, Cardinal 34727, 7 miles to the south, request north transition.
Request what transition?
34727 Renton Tower, 1 mile east highway 405, north transition approved, the altimeter is 3003.
3003, north transition approved, 1 mile or more east of 405, thanks, Cardinal 727.
Okay.
Set 5213 uniform.
And we are. You don't have to adjust your heading or anything.
Okay.
Please take us number 34 right down with departure, 5213 uniform.
See, the trouble is you're making this look easy.
Okay. So my next trick. Which makes sense.
Yeah, Whidbey Airpark is not quite a one-way airfield.
Okay.
You land to the north, you take off to the south, you ignore the winds.
Okie dokie.
It's uphill to the north, and just immediately after the runway is a hill with really tall trees.
Oh, good.
To the south is downhill slightly, and very short trees. So, yes, you can go both ways. But of course, on the runway, there's no wind at all. It's completely surrounded by trees. So just crossing the tree line, you're very likely to get a tailwind if we take off to the south with a headwind, with a tailwind above the trees.
Well, that could be interesting.
Well, it's good for you. In a mountain airstrip, you almost always take off downhill, and it doesn't matter what the wind's doing.
Clear, touch and go, 14 on Mike.
What is the frequency for all private airports in the U.S.? So pull your power a little bit more. Normally I'd say go faster, but in this case we're only 9 miles away, so let's go down quicker. You probably want to make it rich. And maybe even do the before landing checklist if you're up for it.
Okay.
Well, keeping on course, of course.
Right. Of course. Okay. All right, let's cowl flaps come open. Extra rich. I'm going to do the prop when we lower the...
Yeah, when you lower your airspeed.
Fuel tanks are on both. Carb heat. And then we'll configure flaps as we get closer. Seat belts. Whoa.
And it'll be turbulent near the trees.
Okay. Fun.
So just keep fighting with it.
Okay.
And there's a few trees on this end. You want to kind of get real up close and personal with them.
Okay.
There's plenty of runway.
Okay.
You just don't want to waste any of it.
Right. Oh, I see the grass strip to the right of it.
Well, to that side, yes.
Oh, it's on the left side. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. There's actually way more room than it appears.
Okay, windsock looks calm down there, so that's good.
Yeah, well, it's buried in trees.
Starting to approach.
Okay.
Whidbey Airpark, Cardinal 727 is 2 mile final 34 full stop, Whidbey Airpark.
Okay, so feel free to configure. We'll want full flap landing.
Okay. How am I doing?
Good.
Okay.
Good enough that I'm taking a picture.
Okay.
Versus grabbing at the controls.
Okay, all right.
Keep fighting with it.
Yeah.
You're good. Looks about perfect. And chop your power. And just hold it off. Nice.
Okay, full stop.
Yeah, so go and raise your flaps. And I believe that there's a fire circle down here that has the book.
Okay.
And when you taxi on the grass, yoke all the way back.
Right.
So I think that's, I'm not sure, positive. Oh, it's
Probably
in
there,
that thing,
Yep.
yeah.
Wow, that was thrilling. So anywhere in here is fine?
Yeah, just go ahead and taxi over that way. I'm going to walk down to the porta potty. Will you get the, I never miss an opportunity.
Sure.
Keep it rolling. More power. Turn that way a bit. And just go straight now. To get clear of the runway and stop.
Okay.
Radios and mixture.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Okay, flaps to 10. And just a quick review. We're going to taxi over this way, turn, make a rolling takeoff alongside the runway.
Okay.
Stall it in doing a wheelie.
Yep.
Stalling it into the air, lowering the nose to get some speed, and then we'll move over the pavement for the climb out because that's where the trees are.
Gotcha. Okay.
So aim over this way and yoke all the way back and aim over this way. Keep it slow, slow. Now go on, head that way.
Okay.
Get about 3 or 4 feet over and then turn, line up with the runway and just keep it rolling.
Okay.
Okay, and jam the throttle in. Now you want the nose just a little, the minimum amount. That's too high, too high. Right rudder, right rudder. Lower the nose a hair. Lower the nose a hair. Lower the nose a hair. Push it over, push it over. You need airspeed, push it over.
Okay.
Right rudder.
All right.
There's just enough airspeed. Now you can start climbing. Keep us out of that tree.
Yeah. I forgot to make my radio calls.
Oh my God. Good thing we didn't crash.
Okay.
Okay, once you're clear of the obstacles, you can raise the flaps. That'll lower your nose some. But watch your airspeed. Lower your nose.
There you go.
If you're mushing too nose high, you'll never get airspeed and you'll never climb. Okay, now start climbing and back your power off some. Now leave it a little bit of power so you can see where the trees kind of edge the runway and then go back.
Yeah, we're going to land after that. Yeah.
After that. You want to move over to the grass after we clear those trees. So, a little bit of power, so we float for a bit. No, stay over here for a moment. All right, now you can land. Hold it off. idle. Just hold it off for a second. Very gently on the brakes, because we want to go to the end anyway. When you're slow, we can taxi over to the runway.
Okay.
It's slow enough. Go ahead and taxi over to the runway. Add some power to keep it rolling. And flaps to 10. And carpet in.
Jeez.
Now, flaps 15 is like their short field setting. On the way down, there is no notch, but on the way up, it stops at 15.
Huh.
So right now we have flaps 15.
That's good to know.
Okay.
Full back. Whidbey Airpark, Cardinal 727 departing 16 Grass, straight out, Whidbey.
Okay, show the power and a wheelie, but not so high. You just want the nose just off the runway. Lower it down, lower it down. Right rudder, more right rudder, there you go. This is good, this is perfect. Just wait, be patient, do not raise that nose. Now lower the nose. Lower. Well, we don't really want to touch down again. Shove it over. Shove it over. We need the airspeed. Now we have airspeed. Now you can climb. Because if you raise it too soon, all we do is mush. We don't get climb or get airspeed.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, so now you can raise your flaps. And then you can back off your manifold pressure and prop. Well, let's wait another second to get another 100 feet or so.
Okay. Certainly keep things interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, I try. You got to break up the instrument stuff or it gets boring. You know. Even if it is your first lesson. Okay.
It is very interesting that it...
Well, see, I look at what this is, 10.6, and I just crank it until it says like 9.6. If the RPM... now, the RPM will stay the same because it's a constant speed prop. If the manifold drops, then you've gone too far.
Wind 050 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18 Celsius. Dew point 03 Celsius. Altimeter 3003.
Now, did you hear how it was breaking up?
Airport. Automated weather observation.
The way to hear it when it's breaking up is to press the button and see it turns the squelch on. Gets the buzzing in the background.
Yeah. At least you can make it out.
But see, like right now, we can't hear it. If I press the squelch on, we can.
Celsius. Dew point 03 Celsius. 30.
That's enough of that. So when you're trying to get a distant radio, turning the squelch off gives it to you. So just stay at 25. When we get to WUMAX, you would normally start a timer.
Okay. Right.
You don't have to start a timer in this plane because you have an IFR GPS.
Okay.
So you can use it instead of a timer. Otherwise, you should start a timer. And there is a timer in your iPad. Because there isn't. Yeah. And that's because, navigate. If as you're coming down final at a towered airport, tower tells you to go around, how do you determine where the missed approach point is? On ILS, it's altitude. You're not going to come down the glide slope if they told you to go around.
Right.
So it's timing or GPS. And many places Actually, now you might be flying a plane that doesn't have an IFR GPS, in which case, Bremerton traffic, Cessna 727 is 2.5 mile final to the wrong runway on the ILS. We'll break it off for the guy doing the touch and go.
Roger that, traffic on the ILS. I'll be completing this takeoff and then taking off and heading to the south off the downwind.
Actually, if you could make it a stop and go, that'd be perfect. Then we could shoot our approach and you could take off after us.
Like, well.
Let's see how willing he is.
Roger that, I'll exit the runway.
Well, you don't have to be that extreme, but okay. He's on the runway.
Okay.
So we're going down to minimums, which I think is 642.
Okay.
Bremerton traffic, Sky 45 uniform is clear of runway 02 at Alpha 5, taxiing back, Bremerton.
I don't see any reason not to have just done a stop and go, but hey, if it makes him feel better.
Yeah, man, that's really dropping.
Glance up.
Okay.
We're a little bit high, but hey.
Gonna make it.
We're centered, yeah. Okay, there's 642, so full power, go around.
Okay, go around.
Full power, carpet, and flaps. Let the plane climb. Let the nose come up. Bremerton traffic, Cardinal 727, going missed approach, departing to the south, Bremerton. Fine. You're holding it down. Either that or you're trimmed. Not sure which.
I don't know.
The goal is to get away from the ground.
Yep.
And we'll poke the activate mist, and then just gives you a direction to go.
Bremerton traffic, Cherokee 4391 Juliet, 7 miles to the south.
Okay, we're climbing, the flaps are up, go ahead and back off your manifold and prop.
Runway 02 for touch and goes, Bremerton traffic.
Of course, you got it. What's happening is, when you reach for that, you're pulling yourself forward. Okay? You were trimmed, everything was fine. You reached for your iPad, you pull. When you reach over here, you do this sort of thing.
Sure.
So you got to be real careful what your left hand's doing when your right hand's fussing. The holding pattern, almost all GPS holding is 4 miles as opposed to a minute.
Okay.
County 4725 Delta departing.
I'm going to turn these guys down. I'll turn them back up in a minute. Almost all GPS holding patterns 4 miles.
Okay.
Because this is simply a procedure turn or a holding pattern in lieu of procedure turn, it's a way to turn around. We do not have to go out 4 miles.
Huh.
We can cut it short, like 2 miles.
Okay. I wondered about that.
If we were told to hold here, we have to go out 4 miles because then it's holding.
Right, so it's published.
Yeah. But if it's, see, here's your countdown.
Okay. 2, 1, all right, 180.
But if it's just a way to turn around, we can turn around whenever we feel like. The distance stays at our well. So now it'll count up our distance back to our well.
Okay, so they say like do a 1 mile or 2 mile.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Gotcha.
Now, we could go out to 4 if you had a lot of altitude to lose.
Sure.
Because we could be doing this at 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
Across our well at 10,000 cleared approach. We would be diving through this whole holding pattern, going out the whole 4 miles
right.
to give us the maximum amount of time to lose altitude.
Yeah.
Pierce County traffic, Lance 30074 taxi.
The other guy
Pierce County
is now a couple thousand feet below us.
Romeo is 5 to the south, inbound for the...
There's your centered.
Runway 24, traffic.
Okay, now we're in. About the thing. Go off.
So Banfo is 6 miles, so we'll call him there.
Okay. Ooh, man.